I have been psyching myself up for the last couple of weeks to pull this out. I got this right before Christmas and got a really good deal. I have been researching these and watching some YouTubers, and there was a really good sale right around Black Friday for these. If you're not comfortable with a electric pressure canner, then that's totally fine. We have two regular canners, and I've used them on the stove. The reason I was really interested in this is I do most of the preserving here at home and most of the gardening and, taking care of a home and serving my husband and homeschooling my children, and we also babysit and run a few other businesses, and so it just it's more of a convenience for me. I've used my other canners and I'm going to keep those, but sometimes I can't be in the kitchen babysitting a canner for 4 or 5 hours. I'm like multitasking. My tabs are always open in my mind, and I'm trying to think of what I can get done. And I have done a lot in the kitchen when those canners have been going. But when I heard about these, I thought, okay, like with anything, even purchases like this, I prayed about it. I did a lot of research. I talked to some people. I heard both sides of what they thought. There's a lady on YouTube that I've been watching recently, and I absolutely love her wisdom, and it's Rose Red Homestead. She is got so much wisdom in doing testing different canning procedures, and so when she tested this and approved it, and the Nesco canner and the CAREY, I felt like I was confident that this is going to work and that I'm going to have the ability to do more canning in a pressure canner and do it faster, be able to have this be a little bit more hands-off than a regular stovetop can. My confidence will build. The whole long story to say I don't have any confidence yet, and I love canning with friends. I love doing all the new things with people that kind of know how to do it. I'm just that way. I learn that way. I'm more of a hands-on learner, but I also need somebody guiding me a couple times through the steps before I feel like I can confidently do it on my own. I've got my first jars in this canner. I'm a nervous wreck and decided to just do it off camera, and hopefully nothing explodes and hopefully my jars work out. I decided to have my husband kind of help read the instructions to me. I feel like I'm more confident when somebody's by me, and I thought, why wish for a friend who knows how to can to come and help me? I can just have my husband read those for me. He can read the instructions, help walk me through each step, and he did great. So I'm so excited to see if this works. I can tell you the one thing we've realized so far with our pressure canner is the beeping is really loud, and I think it's because they want you to know it's going off no matter where you are. I'm not going to walk very far from this. We'll be in the other room having dinner, but yeah, dirty dishes. It said to not touch this or bump this in any way while it's cooking, which is kind of the same rule with the Instapot, so I'm used to that, but I'm not even going to touch my dishes until tomorrow, and then I have a mess over here. And what we ended up doing was beans, because I drained my chicken bone broth and I only ended up with 2 quarts, and I just felt nervous, so I thought, we have a lot of beans, let's just do beans. It's something easy, we can quickly get those in, and I wanted him to help me before he goes to work. It's going to take 2 or 3 hours, kind of almost the same process as a regular canner, but a lot more kind of hands off, I guess eyes off. You don't have to kind of watch and babysit it as much. So anyway, yeah, here's hoping everything turns out, and I will bring you back to show you what our beans look like. But my bone broth is so pretty. We're going to let this cool, and I'm just going to stick it in the freezer. And I did want to tell you, we followed these steps exactly that we got in our manual. And then I watched a few YouTubers that I trust, that I have done the research and know how to safely can in this, to kind of cross-balance the instructions for beans and processing time and everything. So we are trying to do this step by step, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully this will be something I get confident with quickly and that I really, really enjoy using. For the beans that I did yesterday, I think they are kidney beans, and they are in quarts. This is round 2. And I wanted to show you that when it is processing for its time, 75 minutes is what it does for beans. This flow of steam is continuous. It just keeps going. So when you follow the steps, this was something that made me a little nervous, and then I kind of did some research, and when you follow the steps that it says to do, there's one thing that they've changed in the manual since it came out a year and a half ago. Instead of adding 4 cups to this pressure canner, you add 8 cups of water. That creates steam. Well, now that the 8 cups are what they suggest, that flow of steam is a lot heavier, and they say it's totally normal. I have it on airtight, like it's supposed to, and the pressure lock is up. So far, I'm liking it. The butterflies in my stomach still are not gone. I have determined that I'm going to do something every day this week. I'm going to can every day this week for 7 to 10 days and just kind of see if that helps my confidence level go up. So far it's pretty easy. I'm liking the idea of it and really feel like I'm going to can a ton once I start getting confident. If you get one of these, you're going to have to make sure you put it somewhere where it can vent steam like that. I mean, it's steaming for 75 minutes. And then at the 75-minute mark, when it's done, it says off, and the manual says that you can actually unplug it and let it depressurize for an hour or overnight. Some people I know unplug them and then just get them out in the morning. And sometimes it'll steam for a little bit after that. So don't be afraid of that steam. It's taken me a little bit to get used to that. That's not what my stovetop ones did all the time. So, but it's normal. It seems to be pretty easy. I think what I might do is after I'm going to bring you along this week and kind of show you everything I'm canning, but I think after this week, if I do a video on using the CAREY, that I'll be more confident, able to give you instructions. I always want to make sure I'm giving the right kind of instructions, because even though this isn't a how-to video, I want my viewers to trust what I'm saying, and I don't want to put anything out there that may instruct somebody in a way that is wrong. So that's kind of just how I am. And that's how I am in life too. I really just want to be careful with the advice I give, and with the encouragement that I give. I want it to be an encouragement in the right direction. Anyway, so I think I'm going to be canning beans and possibly carrots. I have 5 pints of black beans in there now, and then I found all these dried beans in our pantry. I'm hoping that I can kind of process this. It's so funny because I was talking to a friend today that even though I had all these dry beans and probably 3 more, I had 3 or 4 more quart jars that I've already processed, I'm still buying the canned beans at the store. What is with that? And I still grab those more than I grab these. But I think it's the convenience factor. It's knowing that sometimes I'm not good enough taking beans out the night before and soaking them and getting them prepared for a meal. And a lot of times when we decide we want to have some beans in a chili or tacos or something, I don't have the time to process these. So I am excited, and I knew this was going to be one of the first things I wanted to can so that I can easily grab these and, make this more of a convenient item for us and our busy schedule. So anyway, here's to batch number 2. Well, I wanted to show you all the stuff I canned in that pressure canner. Yeah, I really like her. I think she's my new friend. So I'm in my laundry room. As you can kind of see behind me, that's where all the jars are, and don't mind the laundry. We're trying to get blankets and pillows and all that caught up. I really can't wait till spring so I can just get everything out on the line. But yeah, let me show you what I did. My friends, is everything I canned in a week using my new CAREY pressure canner. She is over there in her new home, I did white beans, cannella beans, we did a bunch of red beans, we did some black beans, and I think when I can beans again, I want to do them in the pints instead of the quarts. But I was just trying to get familiar with her pint size jars of beans will be a lot more convenient. These big jars are perfect for when we make chili, or if we have company over, throw them in soups. But I like the little jars. I'm thinking like for tacos, we don't go through a big pint jar in our family of beans, so that would something to learn. And then here's some more black beans, and then I canned a bunch of sliced carrots. These are all pints, and they look so pretty. So yes, I have, oh, here's a little jar of black beans that straggled along. I started keeping a preserving journal, just a notebook that has like some tabs in it, so I can keep track of all the things I preserved this year, whether it's pressure canning, whether it's dehydrating, fermenting, water bath canning. I just wanted to keep track of everything that I put up this year. So I really love using this canner. My final thoughts are, I would highly recommend it. If you are a canner, or if you want to learn how to can, I think this is an excellent canner for a beginner canner. I'm going to do a video the next time I can some stuff. I have a few more beans. I could probably do like another small batch of beans. I do have some potatoes. I don't know if it's going to be enough to do a big batch, so. But this canner is so easy to use. I'm going to link the Amazon link below where I got it from. I could tell you it's under $200 when I bought it, and I think as an investment, I think it's great. It's already, to me, it's already paid back what I put into it because of the convenience factor. Now, I haven't canned a whole lot of food. I've just canned that, but I can tell you, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to buy a bunch of chicken from an Amish store soon, and I want to can a bunch of meat. I think we might stock up on some beef and can some beef. Our grocery budget this year is going to look a whole lot different than it has in the last year, so I need to be a better steward of all the food that we have coming in, and this was one of the biggest reasons we decided to invest into this canner, because that way I can buy some stuff when I have extra money, and I don't have to like clutter up my freezer with it. But at the same time, I could still have food put up for my family. And so I have some YouTubers that I have followed, and I will link their videos down below that I trust, that I've researched this for over a year. But I am so excited, y'all. I told you that once I hit that confidence level, I will be like, let's can all the things. Let's find all the things to can. So I haven't bought any bulk foods yet to can. Like I said, I do have a bunch of potatoes I might try and do, but anyway. I'd like to formally introduce you to Nessie. She's new around here. She walks confidently in the area of pressure canning, but can cook a wholesome family dinner and water bath the sweetest homemade jams. I'm not sure I will use her for water bathing because I have water bath canners, and I have 2 Instapots, and so for me, she is going to earn her badge and pressure canning here. Her one weakness is that she lets off a lot of steam, so you need to give her space to cool off, but don't let it scare you, and don't take it personally. She has earned her place forever on my counter in less than 10 days, and I will highly recommend her. I hope that this encourages you if you are a seasoned canner or if you are a new canner. This is one of those things that I am just so excited to add to my homestead as an investment, as something that's going to help my family, and it's going to help me be a better steward of our food that we bring in. So I look forward to all the canning videos, pressure canning videos with you all, and as soon as I can get my hands on some more food that I will put up, the next video I will actually walk you through step by step and show you how to use this. There are some good videos out there, like I said, that I will link below, along with my the Amazon link where I got it from. So I'd love to hear it in the comments below if you have one of these, if you love it. Pressure can. I am so excited. Anyway, hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.